Building Ideas is proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.
Building ideas, lots of great ideas you really need to know. Building ideas, sit back, relax and enjoy the show.
Hi and welcome to a brand new series of Building Ideas. We've got a great series lined up for you, the latest and greatest in new homes, renovations, house designs and the most innovative products, trends and looks that help shape our lives. Over the next 3 months, we'll showcase some of South Australia's most amazing homes and hear from some of our state's most talented master builders. And this unbelievably stunning home is, in my opinion, one of the best. It's called the Infinity and it's been built by one of South Australia's most awarded and respected master builders, Alan Shepherd, a name synonymous with building excellence. Alan and his professional building team have been constructing South Australian masterpieces since 1976, and their combined experience, outstanding attention to detail and exceptional customer service is testament to their building prowess. The Infinity is without a doubt the jewel in the crown. It's the latest display home in Alan's portfolio and is open for viewing at Craigburn Farm in the Adelaide Hills. The Infinity is an architectural masterpiece and something else altogether. It combines some terrific products, including commercial anodised aluminium windows with grey tinted glass, Alucobond cladding, black limestone clad walls, render, colorbond, splayed gutters, large eave overhangs, an aluminium framed black perspex panel lift garage door, etched glass balustrading, stainless steel grab rails, stainless steel downpipes and pebble paving, all of which is highlighted by super contemporary landscaping. Wow, all of that and we're still out the front. I haven't even taken you inside yet and I can't wait to do that. But before we do, let's have a look what else is on today's program. We'll catch up with the Minister for Transport and Infrastructure about the River Torrens footbridge. We'll hear about the importance of engaging a master builder if you're planning on having any building work done, and we'll visit some of South Australia's most inspiring display villages. Plenty of building ideas for you, and our amazing feature home, the Infinity, is the piece de resistance when it comes to inspiration. So come on, let's go and take a look inside. I wasn't exaggerating, was I? It is absolutely striking. In fact, the Infinity sets a brand new benchmark in the South Australian display home industry. The sparkling chandeliers add another touch of elegance and are beautifully reflected in the glass tiles and polished timber veneer doors. The all-white interior is contrasted beautifully with the various highly polished black reflective decorative pieces and surfaces. When you visit a home built to this scale with so many stunning inclusions, it quickly becomes apparent why Alan Shepherd is considered a doyen of the building industry. I think the Infinity is the perfect example of a true master-built home. I'm going to show you right throughout this beautiful home during today's program, but right now it's time to meet our new host, Andrew McFarlane, who's going to give you some interesting information about starting out in the building industry.
The South Australian building and construction industry employs around 70,000 people, making it one of our most vital industries. So it's no surprise then that lots of people want to become part of the industry. Master builders in South Australia have been building our homes since 1884. That's over 129 years, so it comes as no surprise they know what they're doing. Of course, having the knowledge and expertise to build something from scratch doesn't happen overnight. But the majority of builders and associated trades are required to complete a 4-year apprenticeship. I imagine undertaking an apprenticeship would be a very satisfying experience, but no doubt it comes with some challenges. And that's where the Master Builders Association can help. The association trains around 10,000 people every year, and to ensure the South Australian building industry can continue to meet the demands of our community, the Master Builders Group Training Scheme trains some 150 apprentices each year in all disciplines of building and construction. Apprenticeships are available in carpentry and joinery, bricklaying, roof plumbing, wall and floor tiling, wall and ceiling lining, painting and decorating, solid plastering and concreting. For those people wanting to establish themselves as a junior site supervisor, junior project manager or estimator, there's the Master Builders College, which offers Certificate 4 training as well as a joint diploma in building and construction, all in just 1 year. Training people in so many different disciplines requires great responsibility, and that's why the Master Builders Association has set up the Construction Apprenticeship Mentoring Scheme called CAMS. CAMS assists anyone in the building and construction industry who is having trouble completing their apprenticeship for whatever reason. The CAMS scheme is supported by the Commonwealth Government and works on the basis of providing a mentoring support network.
Any building and construction apprentice within Australia is eligible to receive this mentoring free. Alongside the mentoring, we have an out-of-trade apprentice program. Out-of-trade apprentices are apprentices who have yet to complete their apprenticeship for a variety of reasons. We would like to lift the completion rate for these apprentices by offering them additional guidance and counselling, financial incentives for their potential employers, and also to provide some gap training for them to be more employable for those employers to take them on and provide that completion for them. You can find CAMS throughout the Master Builders Association offices in Australia, in its states and territories. You can also contact the Master Builders Australia website on masterbuilders.com.au/CAMS. In South Australia, alinksa.org.au. We're also on Facebook, ALINK South Australia Master Builders Association.
One of the great things about being in the market to build a new home is that there's no shortage of inspiration here in Adelaide. Located all around metropolitan and country South Australia, there are numerous display villages, and they showcase the latest styles and trends in new homes. Today I'm in Blackwood Park, and while this is not a new display village, this section certainly is. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of work going on here today. Blackwood Park has a terrific look and feel to it. I'm not sure whether it's the amazing homes or the beautiful park-like landscape. Either way, residents say it's like living in the country with all the amenities of the city, and after spending some time here today, I can understand why. Semi-country living, just 20 minutes from the heart of the city. There are numerous display homes here that are open to the public throughout the week and weekends. Blackwood Park is of course not the only display village located in the Adelaide Hills. If you're considering moving a little further afield, then Mount Barker might just be the place for you. Home to just over 10,000 residents and only 33 kilometres up the southeastern freeway, Mount Barker is the largest town in the Adelaide Hills and one of the fastest growing areas in the state, and was traditionally a farming area. Hence green fields and space are big on the agenda of home builders here. It's no surprise then that the display homes in the various display villages dotted around the area have been designed with spacious living in mind. One of the most recent and most popular display villages in Adelaide is Lightsview. Located just 8 k's from the city centre, Lightsview has been designed to be a completely walkable community, and the homes include the latest and most innovative products, services and materials available on the market today. Other than their own homes, a builder's best example of their work will be their display home. The fixtures, finishes and fittings are often to the highest standard and set a new benchmark in the industry. St Clair has been designed to sit in harmony with its natural environment. There are plenty of trees and open parks, and the village's detailed design guidelines, including stormwater catchment and energy-efficient street lighting, mean that St Clair will be a sustainable address well into the future. It's located just 8 kilometres west of the city centre and 5 kilometres to the beach. In total, about 3,000 residents will live in St Clair in 1,200 homes and apartments. The majority of display homes that we featured today at all of the different display villages are open during the week and of course every weekend. So if you're in the market for a new home or some design ideas for your existing home, you're sure to find a master builder that can help. Do yourself a favour and do some research before you head out and check out sadisplayvillage.com.au.
When you look at the Adelaide city skyline, the amount of cranes you see in the background is quite impressive. Our beautiful city is getting quite a makeover. In fact, when you think of Adelaide, I'd have to say that Elder Park and the Riverbank precinct would be one of the most attractive areas. And with all the work that's going on here of late, it's going to be more visually appealing and user-friendly. The Riverbank precinct is one of Adelaide's iconic public places and offers lovely views across the River Torrens, the North Adelaide Parklands, Adelaide Oval and Memorial Drive. Adelaide is an easy city to navigate, great to explore by foot, and once the building of the pedestrian bridge is complete, North Adelaide and the amenities there, including the redeveloped Adelaide Oval and the ever-expanding Riverbank precinct, will be linked and accessible day and night all year round.
We want nearly 70% of all the people coming to Adelaide Oval to come with public transport, so we're linking up our trams, our railway station and our buses. People streaming across to the Ashes or to a football game. It's going to invigorate the Riverbank and invigorate this part of the city. So it's a great way of linking billions of dollars of investment together, to making them one.
Of course, master builders have been entrusted with the building of the footbridge, and the South Australian Government's new visionary Riverbank precinct will provide new opportunities for economic development, tourism and employment.
It's going to create a safer way to get to the Oval. Most South Australians are going to catch public transport when they come to the Oval. That public transport ends at North Terrace. There's a lot of trams and buses. It's getting them there safely, and of course allows them to come back safely as well into Riverbank, into our laneways, into the Rundle Mall, perhaps having a shopping experience as well, perhaps splitting the family up, mum and the daughter going to the football, or dad and the son go shopping, or vice versa.
The redevelopment of the Riverbank precinct is one of the city's largest and most significant urban renewal initiatives and presents a unique opportunity to realise the potential of the significant government investment in areas such as Adelaide Oval and the Convention Centre.
We're pushing the construction guys as fast as we can to get it ready. We want them ready to see Australia's defence of the Ashes after we win them in England, to start the defence here at Adelaide Oval, streaming across with green and gold across our riverbank, across our iconic river, into our brand new world's best stadium.
I'm so excited. I can't wait for the footbridge to be finished because it's going to make access from the north side of the Torrens seamless across to the city side of the Riverbank precinct. And with the Convention Centre really beginning to take shape, it's going to make Adelaide an even prettier place and very user-friendly.
Building ideas. Building ideas.
Each week on Building Ideas, we're going to be meeting a different master builder and profiling what they do and catching up on the current jobs they're working on. Today's master builder is Andrew Longford from Longford Homes. Longford Homes specialise in building new homes and renovating existing homes. Andrew is a success story of the Master Builders Group training scheme because he completed his apprenticeship through them. Andrew, so this looks like a pretty major renovation. Can you tell me a little bit about what you've been doing since you started on the site?
Yeah, originally a rather small house. The family found they were growing a fair bit and obviously needed to extend. And incorporating with a heritage house, trying to match the stone as well as go up a couple of floors with some bedrooms and a living area.
Yeah, sure. So you were telling me earlier that you got some stonemasonry work done here. Tell me a bit about the stonemasons and how they work.
Yeah, good stonemasons these days are a real dying sort of trade. So the gentleman that we had, as I'm moving on, the guys pretty much had as a part of it when they were doing the job that they had every Wednesday off so they could do their lawn bowls. It just extended the time of the job a little bit, so we had to wait with other trades and all that sort of thing before we could get certain items completed.
And tell me about this space. I mean, this looks great. You've extended this out here. Yeah. What are they going to use this room for?
Well, this is going to be an extension of the kitchen, existing kitchen living area in here with timber flooring. It's going to have a glass roof conservatory, so making the upstairs actually look fitting with the rest of the house was actually really critical as well.
Oh, so. Excellent. Longford Homes now employs 7 staff and work with a great team of highly skilled tradespeople. So if you're thinking of building or renovating, you can contact Andrew at longfordhomes.com.au.
Well, that was our very first Meet a Master Builder segment, and it's quite exciting, this series, because each week we're going to be profiling and chatting with a new master builder. Now, right now we're back in today's feature home, the sensational Infinity, that has been built by award-winning master builder Alan Shepherd and his very professional, talented team. The Infinity demonstrates some of the endless possibilities of what can be achieved when building a new home. It combines an impressive selection of state-of-the-art building products with stunning architecture and sensational interior design flair.
Built to accommodate a significantly sloping site, the Infinity makes the most of creating interesting architectural lines and aspects brought about by various levels the home is built over. The living areas, for example, take in full views of treetops and the sky with the inclusion of the 4-metre ceiling and high-level windows, whilst the basement houses the home cellar, garage and expansive home theatre, which, to be honest, is more like a commercial theatrette complete with built-in cinema-style LED lighting.
Having a split-level home means stairs. Having a stairwell brings with it the ability for creative design. I mean, have a look at this beautiful light box. It doubles as being practical and also very creative. You've got a beautiful piece of art that also happens to light up what would have been a very dark stairwell.
The Infinity has been built to demonstrate that possibilities are endless, and the combination of creative design elements and contemporary building techniques can bring about breathtaking results. This really is a luxurious home that creates an air of opulence and elegance. It's been finished to the highest standards and incorporates some of the most advanced building technology available on the market today.
Quite a lot of the products were sourced internationally, and Alan even had some of them flown into Australia so they could be incorporated into this wonderful display home that is the Infinity. For example, these wonderful mosaic tiles, they add something really special to this ensuite, and they were flown all the way from Italy.
There's a resort-style private courtyard that makes up part of this opulent ensuite, and the interior mosaic tiled wall has been continued right through to the outside, creating a seamless joining of two spaces. And the stunning mosaic water feature, which makes up part of the courtyard, includes LED strip lighting that looks absolutely amazing at night.
It's time for a quick break now, but when we return, I'm going to show you more of this truly amazing home, and we're also going to talk about the importance of using a master builder if you're thinking about a building or renovation project.
Building ideas. Building ideas.
Building a new home or renovating an existing one to turn it into your ultimate dream home can be a really exciting time, but it can also be quite daunting. And where to start, I think, is one of the most confusing things, because if you think about it, so many different display homes to look at, different design ideas, you can really get caught up. But don't panic, because that's where the Master Builders is here to help.
Master builders in South Australia have been building our homes since 1884. That's over 129 years, so it's little wonder they know what they're talking about. That means the majority of our historical buildings and character homes, as well as our more recent homes, are most likely to have been built by master builders. So you can rest assured that you can trust a master builder. Their building quality and expertise has certainly stood the test of time.
Having worked on building ideas for many years now, there's one question I get asked a lot, and that is, which builder should I use, or who is the best builder? But honestly, there's no easy answer to that, because there's so many variables. Things like, where do you want to build your house, or what type of block have you got? It might be a sloping block. What style of home do you want? Or a really important question, what's your budget? So there's one answer I always say: make sure you use a master builder, and also make sure that you use a master builder contract.
Master builders are bound by a code of ethics, and they're required to be professionally trained and appropriately licensed. So you can be assured they're meant to know what they're doing, and if you do encounter any problems during your building project, the Master Builders Association will step in to rectify any major issues through an independent mediation process. If you're keen to find out more about the Master Builders and the Master Builders Association, you can look up their website at mbasa.com.au. There's also a fantastic website called the SA Display Village, which features a vast array of master builders and their many different display homes and other completed building projects. There's no better time to build than right now, and with the state government's continuation of the First Homeowners Grant, there's no excuses. Where else in the world do you get paid to build a home?
Interest rates remain low and steady, and housing affordability in South Australia at the moment is excellent. So if you're waiting, wait no longer. It's time to build or renovate. If you're looking for inspiration, then just look up the SA Display Village website, sadisplayvillage.com.au. When you look at homes like the Infinity built by Alan Shepherd, it's obvious that you can trust a master builder. The Infinity is on display at Craigburn Farm and it's the latest in his luxury home offerings.
The kitchen, with all of the latest state-of-the-art appliances and gadgets, is just through the automatic double glass doors. There's a butler's pantry as well, which to be honest rivals most kitchens. Only the best Miele appliances have been used and the entire area has been brilliantly thought out, designed and built. With such a sophisticated butler's pantry, the kitchen could remain immaculate at all times. How good would that be? Now this leads directly onto the open plan dining and living area, which is both striking and elegant. And it's adjoining the pool and alfresco area. The outdoor kitchen is nothing short of state-of-the-art and the resort-like pool and deck complete the look perfectly. The unique onyx stone used inside has been repeated on the curved island bench and splashback out here as well, which once again creates a seamless transition from inside to out. The Aluka Bond ceiling is both visually striking and adds interest to this space. I don't know how to best sum up this amazing residence, and that's because there's so many different design elements that have been incorporated with unique, beautiful things in this gorgeous home. You'd never get sick of living here. In fact, it would be like living in one of the world's top-end hotels. I don't want to leave this home, but we have nearly reached the end of the program, so I'd like to show you what's on next week's show. We'll hear from the experts at Homestart Finance about how you can get into your home sooner. We'll catch up with Matt from Blackwood Building and Maintenance, and Andrew has some very important information about fencing. So hopefully you can join us then. And in the meantime, I think I'm going to pretend that I live here. I think the Infinity really suits me. In fact, why don't you come up for a visit and have a look yourself? It's open Wednesday, Saturday and Sunday, and I think that's the only way you can really appreciate what it would be like to live here. It's just magnificent. If you can't get here, then you can look up Alan's website, which is alanshepherd.com.au.
Lots of great ideas you really need to know. Building ideas.
Building Ideas proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.